Chapter 4. The Path Beyond Tokyo. The next morning, Mei woke to the faint sound of bells from Sensuji Temple. She rolled over in bed, her charm from the festival still clutched in her hand. The tiny crane glimmered in the sunlight streaming through the paper curtains. She had promised herself that this trip would be about independence, exploring alone, proving she could carve her own path. Yet already, Ren's presence tugged at her thoughts like an invisible thread. By noon, she found herself back near the temple, hoping for another coincidence. She told herself she just wanted more photographs, but her heart betrayed her. She didn't have to wait long. Ren appeared from the crowd, his camera slung casually around his neck. He smiled the moment he saw her. "You again?" he teased gently. "Are you following me?" "Maybe," Mei replied with a laugh. "Or maybe fate just keeps putting you in my way." His eyes lingered on her, something unspoken in them. Then, as if making a sudden decision, he asked, "Do you want to see somewhere outside the city? Somewhere quieter?" Mei hesitated only a moment before nodding. They boarded a local train, heading north. The skyscrapers melted into suburbs, then into wide fields of rice swaying like green waves. Mei leaned against the window, entranced. "Where are we going?" she asked. "To Nikko," Ren said. "Temples, waterfalls, mountains. It is special." When they arrived, the air was cooler, scented with cedar. Ancient bridges arched over rushing rivers, and moss-covered stone lanterns lined the paths. Mei felt as if she had stepped into another world, a Japan from centuries ago. Ren guided her toward a hidden trail, away from the tourists. Birds called overhead, and sunlight filtered through tall trees. He walked a few steps ahead, but every so often turned back to make sure she was keeping up. At a clearing, they reached a waterfall cascading down smooth rocks, mist rising like breath from the earth. Mei gasped softly, unable to put the beauty into words. Ren raised his camera, but instead of taking the photo, he lowered it again, watching her instead. "You see the world differently," he said quietly. "Most people rush, but you stop, you feel." Her heart stuttered. "Maybe that's why I travel. To feel." They stood in silence, the waterfall roaring behind them, the distance between them shrinking until Mei could feel the warmth of his presence. She wasn't sure who moved first, but suddenly his hand brushed against hers, hesitant, then certain. The world seemed to pause. Mei's journey had begun as an adventure, but now it carried a different promise, one she hadn't expected, yet longed to follow.